All right, Charlie, why don't you tell the good folks what we have in the bar tonight?
Tonight we have a wonderful offering and a new offering from the Hendersons of Angels Envy fame. True story.
Okay, Charlie, so true story,
True story.
finished bourbon. This is the new product from Wes Henderson and his six sons. He had six sons of Angels Envy fame. Everyone knows that Lincoln Henderson started Angels Envy. Wes is his
With
son.
Wes, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Wes has gone out with his sons and started a new bourbon. And why don't you tell them a little bit about this bottle, Charlie?
This bottle was released in September of 2024 from the Saga Spirits Group out of Versailles, Kentucky, headed by Wes Henderson and his sons. They have
We
a
say Versailles around here, not Versailles.
That's right. You say Versailles will punch you in the neck. Wes and his six sons. The plan is for a distillery in Woodford County, Kentucky. Wes also, Mr. Henderson, I'm sorry, also owns the Kentucky Castle, which, if you have ever been to bourbon country and driven past a castle, that's the Kentucky Castle. So
Yeah.
this is, from their website, a finished bourbon, a 90 proof Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, aged 5 to 6 years in charred American white oak barrels. The bourbon is finished in White Moscatel cask, a fortified wine for up to 6 months.
So Muscatel, I don't think I've ever had a Muscatel. I've had Moscato.
Very similar in the
Have
same
not had a
family.
Muscatel.
Yeah,
So what is a fortified wine, Charlie?
a
Why don't you tell
fortified
me?
wine is a wine that has had a distilled spirit, usually brandy, added to it to increase its
Interesting.
alcohol content
Okay.
and its longevity.
All right. So first, let's talk about this bottle.
Let's talk about it. It is
I'm someone who's usually very skeptical when I see a bottle that is not transparent.
yeah, it's black. It's black. And it is also octagonal.
Octagonal.
Octagon. It looks like that. It is a cool looking bottle.
It is a cool.
It is frosted. It is black. It has labels on every side. On the back, it says "Pull up a chair," and that's the thing. And there is a saying in the wine experience industry: "The story sells the bottle," and this is Mr. Henderson and Sons have taken this to heart and
Pull up a chair, bro.
Pull up a chair, and we'll tell you about it. So, I have a theory. I don't know if it's founded. It says on the bottle, True Story Volume 1. My inclination is that this is going to be small, limited runs of finished
Or non-finished.
or non-finished, but it's going to be small, limited runs of, hey, this is the story about this one, this is the story about this one, and it's going to be batches of releases, and it's going to be volumes, and I think that's cool, and it gives us something to look forward to. So
they're sourcing for now.
the source of both.
Should we talk about that later? Can we get into it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Let's.
But they are planning a distillery.
So let's talk about this color.
It is not dark.
It is orange.
It's not dark.
It is not dark. For 5 to 6 year old whiskey, now that could be from the finishing. It is entirely possible that those barrels. I don't know. It's very light.
It's
it is incredibly.
It's like a really watery tea color.
It is, and it has an orange hue to it.
But hey, we've been fooled before. Bye.
Well, we are fools.
And you know what? Plain sip of glass.
Yeah,
and then
got some legs.
And then once the legs are very close together. All right.
Let's nose. Let's nose. Ooh, ooh. He says, ooh.
That is very wine forward.
Yeah, very sweet. For 90 proof, there's a little blast of ethanol there.
There's a little blast of ethanol, but it's a very musty grape finish or nose.
I get a lot of floral on that. A little bit of fruit, but it's very floral and kind of sweet, flowery. Interesting.
It's not a bad nose.
No, it's not bad. It's very
enjoy the nose.
It's very pleasant, but there is not a lot of bourbon nose there.
All right. Cheers.
True story.
I'm going to go first.
Okay.
I'm going to start. Let me start with the bad, and I say bad, and I don't. Maybe not bad, but just it tastes a little young to me. Yeah, I've got that out of the way. It's pretty good. It's got kind of a light mouthfeel, but it's. I love the. I feel like the nose kind of carries over to the palate. It's got a really. You can really taste the wine influence on this. I'm going to let you talk because I feel like you're.
I want you to have a second drink.
Okay.
Because I always do this to you. You
Well,
drink
I'm
and
always
you're-
like an
you're-
idiot. I'll jump out there and start talking.
And I always let an idiot know that. I really
You
like
just call me an idiot.
No, I really like this one. I was really surprised. I thought that this would be a certain way. It is not. It is very, and I think you are right. I'm anxious to see if your opinion changes on the second drink. The nose very much transfers to the palate. It has a really nice, refreshing mouthfeel, almost a citrusy. It is a different kind of sweet, and I'm really having a hard time putting my finger on like how to describe it. It is almost the wine
There's a lot of
impacts it a
character
lot.
there.
It's very sweet. It's very citrusy. It's very light, but there is a tingle there and a
Yeah.
mouthfeel that's very nice. It
It's got a
is
very drying.
it's very sippable. I don't mind the finish. I don't think there's much of a finish. If there is, to your point on the side of being young,
So I don't disagree. I think it's got a decent finish. For a 90 proof bourbon, it drinks a little higher than its proof. I think. It's
I like this one.
it's pretty good. Like you said, it's kind of perplexing because the mouthfeel is it's not viscous. It's not a heavy mouthfeel, but it's a very pleasant mouthfeel. Does that make sense? Well,
So I really thought that this would be one, and I don't want to say that we would trash because that's not what we do.
no.
But I thought it would be much easier to be like, you know, source whiskey, aged in a weird thing with this, that, and the other. I like this one. I think this is really good, and it kind of reaffirms, your faith in the serious people. Like, would Wes Henderson just do a cash grab to be like, here's some
Okay.
stuff in an octagonal black bottle? I like this. I think this surprising to me. Take that.
It looked like.
I like this bottle. I think this is cool. I don't think it will be for everyone. I really
No, and I want to say something too. So at first I said it tasted young. I also said it didn't have much of a finish, right? Or no, you said that. Now I'm getting a lot more oak on the finish. There's a lot more oak coming through the finish. I do still feel like up front. Now I'm gonna have a third.
While you're doing that, I will say this.
Yeah.
I like finished whiskeys. I've said that. I like it. I like anything outside of the norm. This is a little unique. This is a different. I'm getting third drink now, fourth drink, much more flavor on the finish. Kind of palate's waking up. I really like this bottle. I really do, and I'm really surprised. This is a really nice finished bottle. MSRP $60. I don't have I don't have any really negative things to say about it. I think Wes has done a great job on this. I really
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm not gonna go back on. I do think there's something there, and maybe it's just the muscatel finish, but there's something there that makes it taste like a little younger than what it is, and maybe that is the finish. I don't know.
that very much could
The
be
finishing
mine.
barrel.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about. But
I don't get a lot of
that's also what gives it
the
uniqueness
flavor.
and the flavor. Yeah, I mean it's a
I like
a good four.
I like
It's a good
this
four.
one. It's weird. It's very light. When you pour it for someone, they're going to be like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
And then you're going to be like, "Just taste it, bro." And I like this one. I think
All
this
right.
is good. I
Rate
think, oh man, um, $60, 5 to 6 years old from the Hendersons. It's a finished. I'll give this a solid 6.75. I really do like this one. I think it's sippable. I think this one. Now I said, not to eat into your rating time. I said that this will be not for everyone. This a lot of people may get down on this one because it doesn't have a lot of like smoky oaky.
No.
So I think this one would be really interesting.
There's some really light caramel there,
Yeah.
but there's not a lot of deepness.
Can't believe the bottle of Charles.
Sorry, if you're watching this, we are recording this live. We're doing a live stream right now. So I'm going to give this, what'd you give it? A 6.75?
6.75.
So I'm not going to change. I was going to give it a 6.8, and I thought I was going to rank it a little lower than you. So, but I'm not going to change it for that fact. I'll give it a 6.8.
I think this is a good one. I really, if it was $99, I'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
But I mean, $60 and a limited. I'm sure it is somewhat of a limited run. I like this one. I think.
Not a bad start.
I will tell you this. We probably should have had a little more faith.
I didn't not have faith.
I didn't.
Oh, why not?
I don't know. I guess I'm cynic like that. Cynical, like, okay, what are we doing? Like, we're sourcing bourbon and we're finishing weird stuff. And maybe it was because the Amarone on the rye.
That scared me a little bit. But now
I kind of want to try
the rye. I have a love-hate relationship with Amarone. We all know this. But I do want to go get the rye now. And this does, the Hendersons aren't just going to go throw some BS out there, and they have a reputation to uphold, right?
And that is my absolute. That is the point. That I should have saw Mr. Henderson's autograph both on the front and the back because we have an autograph bottle apparently, and I should have said, "All right, if he put his name on it twice, it's probably a pretty drinkable bottle." I really do like this one. I think this is cool. I like this one. If you're not into finished bourbons and whiskeys, shame on you. You should be, because I do think that this is a nice offering.
All right, Charlie, let's wrap this one up. Why don't you tell good people what to do? This is my radio voice. Tell the good people what to do, Charlie.
Not for sure what's happening, but you definitely need to hit that like and subscribe button so you can get more hard-hitting radio content like this.
Yes, and check us out on Instagram, Sewing a Bourbon, Whiskey Realty, TikTok. This is the night grooves.
You make sure to keep those phones very loose.
And your bum holes tight.
Good night, everybody.
Peace out.
Sorry, Mr. Anderson. Oh my God.
I completely forgot what you're doing.
It's your damn bottle.
I forgot how to do this. Okay.
I forgot how to do this. Glenn bought the autographed bottle.
That's all they had. That's all they had.
Thank you, Wes. Wes follows us on Instagram. He's a great guy.
Don't get ahead of yourself there, little Chucky.
Don't eat the waffles.
Chucky. I'll start calling you Chuck. I know everyone else calls you Chuck. I'm going to start calling you Chucky.
Focus.
3, 2, 1.